What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because what we are doing today is we're going to be playing a co-op. We're playing a casual, so we just ended up having our man X007 helping us out here. He's actually running a support deck, which is great. We're going to do a little gold farm. Today we are going to be completely talking about the balancing changes that just came out in the most recent update. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that were added to the update, right? We've got a new legendary card, we've got the talents to the robot, we've got the new leagues after 7,000. They changed around how the tournament worked again, but they also added a bunch of balancing changes, and they actually released these balancing changes to the content creators before they released it to the public. So we actually got a little bit of information here that you guys have not seen yet, so stay tuned for all of that. And I'm very, very excited about that because, as you guys know, they usually release all that information, all the sneak peeks, the footage, all that stuff to the content creators first, then we bring it to you guys. They did not do that this time for whatever reason, but they did do the balancing changes, and they're probably going to come out like tomorrow or the next day. Like, I'm not going to try and like swindle you into thinking that you're never going to see this information. It's probably going to come out in news either tomorrow or the next day, so you know, don't go panicking. But there is a lot of good information, and I'm very excited to bring it to you guys in just a second. So if you guys are enjoying this video, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, and also share the channel with your friends, whether they play the game, don't play the game, watch the channel, don't even know the channel. Share it with them because it helps grow that Rush Royale community and helps the devs push out more updates, just like we like as well. It enables me to continue making the videos that you guys enjoy so much. So we're gonna try and see if he can move us around, because I want him to move me down to this square. That's what I want him to do. Move me to the right. That doesn't really do much for us. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna spam and let's see what we can find. We've got okay, well, we've got a knight statue over there, which is actually pretty good. What else can we do? We've got an inquis there. I'm gonna do that. We can just do that. Oops. Well, this isn't great. There we go. We got back to 4. Definitely a little bit ugly, but we did it. We made it happen. Let's do that. We just need to find, realistically, one rank 1 scrapper, and we should be good to go. And then I can pretty much focus all my attention, once we're all set up, on talking about the balancing changes. And they get in pretty in depth, so you know, I want to take the time and focus on them and do all the stuff the way that we should. And it's actually pretty fun playing gold farm right now, or doing gold farm co-ops right now, because with Scrapper gets upgraded too, because it's part of Technogenic faction. So it's always kind of interesting when Scrapper gets leveled up. Let's try to find a rank 1. I mean, that's good. It's not exactly what I want. There we go. So we can do this. I'm just trying to get, yeah, that's too bad that that guy's there. I'm just trying to get an inquis or a knight statue right here. That's where I want my knight statue. Nope, so close, but so far. Nearly. I do love that we found a support player. I mean, that's pretty rare. I feel like I queue in a lot and I find just like these super random units. And you know what? This guy's already a rank 5. He's on a knight statue. Let's just chill with that. I'm just gonna chill with that. There you go, my man. Thank you, 007. Shaman away, my friend. This is the one. This is where you want to go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, because why not? I had a rank 3 over there. And let's jump into the information that you guys are all here for and talk about what happened in the most recent update when it comes to balancing changes. So right off the bat, first one that you guys may not have even noticed got a nerf, unless you were looking at my thumbnail, which you probably were. Oops, level up my scrapper. Was Cultist. Cultist actually got a nerf. Let's talk about it. I'll just read it right from it. Units. Cultist. This is currently the most popular unit. I also didn't know that. That's pretty cool. The most popular unit, ahead of many others in terms of win rate. For this reason, we have decided to make the cultists slightly weaker when the unit is obtained, but to strengthen them as levels increase. The effectiveness of this unit at an entry level will fall, but it will increase as his level rises. I think that's actually really, really great, because when you play cultist, it seems like you're really good around that 5,000 trophies range, and like level 7 to level 10, you don't really see much of a difference. And it's good, and it's really, really good, but you don't really see much of a difference. When you start playing, like, if you match it up against another max legendary, a max cultist versus a max meteor is going to win. Against a Corsair, Corsair's going to win. Tesla's going to win. But like a level 7 Tesla versus a level 7 Corsair, a level 7 cultist, or a meteor, level 7 meteor against a level 7 cultist, I think cultist takes the cake there. So it's very interesting that that's the way they did that. I definitely agree with it. Ooh, we already got our active ability. So let's talk about what happened. So level 7 attack went from 110 to now 160, and there is a damage bonus with the level is now bigger from 20% to 28%. Also, the mana power up now increases damage by a smaller amount, which is 60 to 50. So okay, so that's what they're talking about. So at later waves it's a little bit lower, but earlier it's a little bit more. Pretty cool. My my cultist is one of those units that if I'm playing it in an event or something like that, I like my cultist decks. I think I play them pretty well. My cultist is level 9. I don't really have any intention on getting him up any higher, really, because of that reason. Level 9 is pretty good, 10, 11 is great, but like, you're gonna see so much more of a benefit of getting one of your other legendaries to max than cultist, so I'm kind of just leaving it there for the time being. But here is the info that I'm interested in, and I haven't even read all of this information from top to bottom. Can we take it out? No, we cannot. Okay, alright, well that's fine. Can I try and get a... yeah, there we go. And we're back. Inquisitor. Absolutely love the Inquisitor. My only max legendary card. I love that it's also, and maybe this is for a good reason, I love that it's also one of the developers' favorite cards, and it's very clear that it is. Okay, it used to be Inquisitor Royale, right? Inquisitor was absolutely everywhere. It's not the best unit in the game anymore. It really isn't. Even at max, I have a max, it's not overpowered. It's definitely not overpowered. I don't think anyone would say that at this point, but they always want it to be in the mix. They always want Inquisitor to be able to hang, and I'll take that. That's enough for me. I'll take that. So Inquisitor, the most recent balance changes weren't sufficient. So even in the last balancing change, they buffed Inquisitor to return the Inquisitor to her former glory. Before you guys start yelling at me for calling it her a he. The Inquisitor to her former glory. So we've decided to change her parameters with a focus on bonus damage and on damage with increasing levels and mana power-ups. This means that the unit will be significantly more effective at lower levels and will not increase so much at higher levels. Kind of the exact same thing that they just did with Cultists, which is interesting. Where the Inquisitor remains a strong unit. Level 7 attack is now slightly weaker, 157 to 127. Damage bonus with the level has been increased, so 20 to 23. Damage with mana power-ups has been increased, 40 to 60. Maximum increase in damage is now bigger, 500% to 600%. Love that. And rate of damage acquisition increased by 26%. Wow, that's actually a really big buff right there. Absolutely love that. Inquisitor, it's a fun card. I think it's got a perfect amount of difficulty to play, a little bit of skill, a little bit of win rate. You know, I always talk, this is always my go-to example back when Blade Dancer isn't even that good anymore, but back before, even before Blade Dancer came into the meta, it was so difficult to play and so difficult to set up, and you would still lose. So the difficulty is super high and your win rate is super low. You don't want that, okay? And then it's kind of like if you play Shaman, it's the other way around. Super easy to play Shaman. And your win rate is very high. So like, that's not exactly where you want. You want to be somewhere in the middle, okay? Let's say Tesla, okay? Tesla has a high difficulty. I realized I did this wrong. Tesla has a high difficulty, and its win rate is pretty good. That's kind of what you want, okay? It's pretty overpowered. I mean, it is a good card, but at least it's also a little bit difficult to play. Shaman is super easy to play, so it should be down here. Win rate is super high. Inquisitor is like relatively easy to play, or like a little bit of skill, a little bit of win rate. So I think it should be somewhere in between, just like that. Demon Hunter. We gotta talk about Demon Hunter. They didn't really buff nerf Demon Hunter. Like I said, it's just they added the counter. A recent change to the mechanisms for this unit has made her much more powerful and increased her win rate. But many players have found it difficult to understand how close they are to obtaining the demonic empowerment. Yep. A Demon Hunter merge rank total indicator has now been added to the mana power up button in combat. It has also been decided to weaken the demonic empower slightly for better balance between unit and other units that specialize in inflicting damage. Demonic empowerment is now slightly weaker, 100% to 75%. I like that a lot. Obviously, I enjoy the fact that they added in the counter. It makes it much easier for me to figure out what's going on in the game. And I'm also really glad that they weakened it a little bit at the empowerment stage, because you know what? I think that's honestly a really perfect change. What's the most common deck that you see with Demon Hunter now? It's the spamming. It's Demon Hunter Shaman, it's Demon Hunter Witch, sometimes it's Demon Hunter both. I've been seeing a lot of Demon Hunter Demonologist, the double demon deck, the DDD, oh my Lanta. So I think the fact that, you know, if you're doing a Shaman deck, realistically, you shouldn't be able to hang at wave 5, 6. You shouldn't be able to, okay? So the fact that they would get to the 40th tier and then Demon Hunter would be killing me, who I'm playing Inquisitor Knight statue that should be an all damage deck, that kind of stinks. That's definitely not ideal. So I'm glad that they made that change. I really hope they don't hit. That's a really good king pudding on our part. So I think that's a really good change that they just made. And then this one caught me off guard. Bruiser. Okay, I guess this is another one. I guess they're only changing legendaries at this point. They're only changing legendaries. They don't want to change anything else. So Bruiser. Nobody sees Bruiser. Bruiser, originally when you spam Shaman, what would you use? You would use Boreas. Bruiser came out, people switched from Boreas to Bruiser. Now Demon Hunter got a rework, they switched from Bruiser to Demon Hunter. So I think the play rate of Bruiser just dropped a significant amount when Demon Hunter got a significant buff. Bruiser. The statistics show that this unit has a higher win rate in arenas and among players with low critical damage. Yep. But it is significantly less popular among the higher ranked players and among the players with higher critical damage. We have therefore decided to reduce the attack score at lower levels, but with an increase in the bonus as the level goes up. Okay. This means that the unit will be less effective at lower levels and significantly more effective at higher levels. Level 7 attack is now slightly weaker, 134 to 112. Damage bonus with level has been increased, 21 to 28, and damage with mana power up has been increased from 35 to 30. So that's pretty cool right there. I like that they're at least trying to change to get the best of both worlds right there. They're trying, if Bruiser's really popular at a certain level, they're trying to decrease the popularity there, and if Bruiser is really unpopular at another level, they're trying to increase the popularity of it there. I really need some more some higher ranking Inquisitors there. Maybe I don't. I've got a Max Chemist, Max Bombardier. Maybe we're okay. He's got Clock. Let's see how fast we take out this next boss. I'm really curious. Have a little coffee while we chill. But guys, if you want to catch me live, I do live stream. We live stream exclusively on Twitch. We live stream on Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We would absolutely love to have you guys come on by. You can play with me, play against me, challenge me, have me play a specific deck. If you guys need help on dungeons, either I can help you out or somebody else on stream can help you out. Yeah, we're killing it pretty quickly. So now let's get into the nerfs. The nerfs, okay? So right off the bat, you absolutely love to see it. And there is a card missing from here that you would absolutely love to see. First card, Corsair. This unit is one of the few that inflicts damage based on the health of the target and remains useful with any wave of monsters. True. Based on the win rate and the duration of matches with this unit, it has been decided to reduce the proc rate of the Nasty Bomb. Okay, this will help to make the game more balanced in battle and with other decks. So the only reduction that they did is reduced Nasty Bomb throw chance per level from 1.5 to 1. I feel like that's a very, very slight nerf. I'm still surprised at how powerful Corsair is. I've actually been playing around with Corsair myself. Video coming soon of me playing Corsair because it's super fun, and I've actually been winning with a level 9 Corsair. A little shout out to a future video. I haven't made it yet, but we've been winning nonetheless. So I think that's good. I think Corsair was due for a nerf. I expected them to do a little bit more, and maybe something similar to what they did with Inquisitor and what they did with Cultist, because kind of the same thing, except opposite. So Bruiser, popular at low levels, not popular at high levels. Corsair, nobody plays Corsair at low levels. Nobody plays Corsair at 7 or 8 with any type of win rate, but tons of people play them at 12, 13, 14, right? So I would have thought, you know, buff him at a little lower level, nerf him at a little higher level. I think that would have made a little bit more sense. But Tesla, on to the next one. Tesla, one of the strongest units with talents at the moment. After looking at its current position in the stats, we decided to reduce the unit's damage slightly at all levels. Okay, level 7 damage has been slightly reduced from 208 to 197. Level 7 damage per charge has been slightly reduced from 265 to 250. Damage bonus with level has been increased 21 to 20. Okay, I think that means decreased. I think they meant decreased, but it says increase. Damage bonus from charge with level has been slightly reduced as well, 21 to 20. So definitely meant to say reduced. I think that's really good. Okay, I think Tesla is very, very good. It's definitely one of the best cards. I don't think it needed a huge nerf. We'll see how it looks. Well, you know, let me know in the comments if you guys think that you've felt a little bit of a difference with Tesla, because I think that's worthwhile. I don't think it needed anything crazier than that. On to the next one. Shaman. His projectile now takes longer to reach the target. You guys have heard me talk about Shaman again and again. They've slowed the speed in which it comes down and attacks your units like 6 times. Literally, I think it's been like 6 times. That's not the issue. Nobody cares how fast the Shaman's coming down. Yeah, okay, if it's like speeding away down there, yeah, it can be annoying. But that's not why the card's annoying. The card is annoying because in the beginning of the game, you might not have something to merge it out with. It's still taking a unit off your board. It's not about having time to react. A lot of the time, you don't have anything to react with, so the speed doesn't matter. There's a severe lack of Witch on these balancing changes. Nothing has been done with Witch. Nothing. So I don't know why they even touch Shaman. You will notice the interaction. It's significantly slower. But, I mean, who really cares? And then the last one, talents for Meteor have been changed. So Meteor, since Meteor's talents were introduced, the unit's abilities have developed significantly, with the result that it has gradually emerged as one of the top units with the highest win rate. After studying the stats, we have decided to balance out Meteor's talents a little for a better balance with other units. Fiery Bolide, Meteoric damage bonus is now slightly smaller, 0.7 to 0.6. Okay. Burning Comet, blast radius increased by 20%. Holy smokes, that's huge. And Shards of Destruction, chance of explosion is now slightly smaller from 5% to 4%. Just a little baby changes right there. And then the last thing that they say is we are monitoring the situation of the legendary and non-legendary units in combat and working to improve the balance of the game and ensuring that that it's exciting to play. You can expect more news as we approach the next release date. So I like all the things that they did. I think they really do have a finger on the pulse. I think they know what's going on. I wish they did something about Witch. I wish that they just improved some of the non-legendary cards. I get that they're legendary cards, so they're supposed to be better, but we've got 3 times the legendary cards that we do of any other type of card. More than commons, rares, epics, everything. So I would love some epics to really come into the meta. Make Pyro a legit threat. Make Crystal a legit threat. You know, make Vampire accumulate mana that combats that of Cauldron. I don't know. I'd absolutely love to see that. Let me know in the comments what you guys would want to see in terms of cards that would be improved, that you would love to see in the meta. Let me know what you think about all the balancing changes that came out. I think they did a pretty good job, I'm going to be perfectly honest. And we're actually right here at wave 40. This is a perfect little gold farm this morning. We got Warlock that we're going through, and I think that we did a pretty good job. I'm going to hit him with a good game. I'm going to hit him with a thanks, and shout out to my man XABI07 for helping me with this video. And hopefully you see it yourself. They still haven't added the emotes at the end of this game. It's kind of weird to me. I'm trying to tap and hit him with a good game or something, but there's nothing there that we can use. But guys, very, very excited about all the new balancing changes. The meta right now is crazy. I think there's so many different decks out there that people are playing. I'm playing Corsair, Cultist, Tesla, robots everywhere. I mean, still Shamans, Demon Hunters are still everywhere. Inquisitor is viable. I think it's a really, really exciting place that we're at in Rush Royale. And let me know if you agree or disagree, because everybody has different thoughts. But guys, that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.